Hello guys, Mr. Ross 1990 here is going to be another one of my X-Squad builders. For today's episode, we're going to be using a team called Dortmund. I'm sure you've heard of them. They've had some very, very good players in the past. A lot of players actually very strangely for Dortmund. I think it's at least 3, possibly more, maybe only 2, I can't quite remember, but have left Dortmund and then gone back. And then players I can think of off the top of my head are, of course, Kagawa and Mario Götze. There's probably a few other ones who just seem to go back to Dortmund when they struggle to do better for other teams, basically. Here's some of the players who have stuck away from them and haven't quite come back to them yet, but they might do in the future. Who knows? We start things off with a goalkeeper. He's actually called Langrab or something like that. Now, the strange thing about Dortmund, I think it might be this guy right here. Yeah, it's this guy right here. Is looking back at their FIFA years and previous goalkeepers, Wiedeveld, or no, not Wiedeveld, that's the Leeds goalkeeper, Wiedevella, or whatever he's called. Dortmund goalkeeper, basically, has been there for a very long time. If I show you Dortmund right now and go for goalkeepers and see what they've got, I think they've still got him, obviously. That's the reason why I didn't go for him. Yeah, him right there. Wiedenfeller, that's it. That's the guy I'm thinking of. Obviously, Berkey's probably their #1 goalkeeper at the moment, but he's still at the club. But he has been there a long time. So finding an ex-goalkeeper for these was actually not the easiest thing in the world. And this guy seems to be... probably didn't get any game time at all for Dortmund, but we'll put him in there because he was there for a number of years. And now he's actually playing in the Spanish league. So fair play to him. Now, the 4 at the back, again, there's 2 interesting positions. Left and right back. Smeltzer and Piszczek have been at Dortmund for a very long time as well. So finding a left and a right back was not the easiest thing in the world to do either. We're going to go for a guy called Lowe, and he's called Chris Lowe, or Lua, whatever you want to call him, and he now plays for Huddersfield. He had a time at Dortmund. We're going to pop him in left back, and then over at right back, we're actually going to put a centre back. We've got 3 centre backs we're going to put in now. One being obvious, and that is Mats Hummels. Now, if you forgot, he was one of the many people who moved from Dortmund to Bayern Munich, and obviously, it's quite frustrating if you're a Dortmund fan. They always sell to Bayern, and Bayern, of course, their rival team, the team which challenges them for the title most years. I don't think Dortmund are doing too well in the league this year, but you know, other years they're normally up there. They obviously won the league at one point as well, which is quite good for them. And Hummels was one of them players which you kind of hoped stayed, but he didn't actually end up staying. The next of the match actually guys most recently left them, as you can see there. He has got Dortmund cards on the game. It's Mark Bartra. We're actually going to put him at right back for chemistry reasons in this team. He does link with the goalkeeper, but he'll link better with the other centre-back in a second, you'll see. But yeah, Bartra had a couple of years at Dortmund. Not too many, I don't think, actually. But good player. I'm actually a little bit surprised they let him go. I'm not too sure what he's like in real life, but on FIFA, he's always got a very good card, so I'd expect him to be very good in real life. Now, this guy next to him has got a very nice FIFA card, and it's going to be Ginter. His current card is 86 rated in form. I've got him as well because I use him on my main team, and he's a very, very fun card to use. But he is now playing, of course, for Mönchengladbach. Used to play for Dortmund, mainly as a right back. Some of his cards were on FIFA, it looked like. So you probably were looking at that for like what it was like back in the day, possibly. But that defense, not too bad. We've definitely had better ones, but the midfield is where this team gets crazy good. And we're going to start things off with the main man. This is a real surprise, actually, because when I was doing this team, I knew that I was missing somebody, but I couldn't remember who it was. And then it clicked that Ousmane Dembele was the guy I was thinking of. Of course, now plays for Barcelona. Jesus Christ, I paid 50k for this card right back at the start of the year. I don't even want to know what he sells for now, but it's probably not 50k. But either way, he's in the team. Very, very good player in real life, of course. Got a couple of injuries at Barcelona, so he hasn't really hit high potential yet. But of course, they paid top dollar to get him. And he was kind of like the Neymar-esque kind of replacement in that sense. But he used to play for Dortmund. He used to have a very fun card when he had that Team of the Season card last year. And we'll go from there. So the other 2 players you've got in the midfield now is actually going to be... one of them is going to be Bender. And I believe it's Sven Bender. The one I'm thinking of. Yes, Sven Bender, there he is. Another centre mid card. He's got a pretty nice card in this FIFA. That is a first owner of mine, actually. A Halloween Scream card in CDM. So we'll pop him in the team. And next to him, we're going to go for a guy we all know quite well. He's actually just scored 2 goals tonight. And that is going to be Gundogan. Gundogan. Can't spell sometimes. Gundogan, there he is. We're going to pop him in the team. We've got him as well. He scored 2 for Manchester City tonight against Basel, I think it was. And good player, Gundogan. I've rated him quite highly. Really, really good player in real life. And he used to play for Dortmund, of course. He went to Manchester City. And he had quite a bit bad injury before he went to Man City, if I'm right in saying. He's got a very nice in-game stats card, hasn't he? But the guy on the left-hand side is a guy who is actually a right midfielder technically, but he has got an in-form left mid, as you can see there, his current in-form left mid. But I'm going to put in this one right here because I do have him. I just put him in there for having him reasons. And that is Mkhitaryan, first owner, this one to watch card. Of course, he got an inform as well on top of that. So he's a right winger because his inform is a left mid. So it's very interesting. But another very, very good player who, of course, moved to Manchester United from Dortmund. Didn't quite work out for him at Manchester United. Now currently at Arsenal. Doing pretty decent so far in his first couple of games. He got 3 assists on his debut, I think it was, or his first start. Not his debut, he came on in the game. His first start, he got 3 assists, which got him that inform, which is absolutely crazy. But the 2 strikers, I'm sure you are aware who I'm going to put in here. It's actually mental to think that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, of course, now no longer plays for Dortmund. He plays for Arsenal as well, which is just mental. There he is, linking with Mkhitaryan, back like he used to do at Dortmund. But just to think that the guy next to him is even better again, FIFA terms. Robert Lewandowski. I mean, just look at that for a team. Like I said, the defence could be better. If you put Smeltzer and Piszczek in that team like they got at the moment, and a random goalkeeper of their choosing. Wow, that would be such a good team. I don't even know where to start. But let's have a look at some of the players on the bench now as well. You can see we've got a Mobley there. 86 rated card he's got on this FIFA. Didn't do too well for Dortmund, if I'm not mistaken. He's moved to Lazio and he's doing very, very well for them. Emre Moore as well, another player who used to play for Dortmund. I think he got a permanent transfer away. This could be just a loan move. I'm not 100% sure. Perisic as well, added a spell at Dortmund. And he's got an 86 rated card this year. Kevin Campbell, again, 81 rated. He had a spell at Dortmund. We've got Gruskert, whatever he's called. He was the guy who literally could play every position, I'm pretty sure, when he was at Dortmund. Now, he was the guy you probably would have at right back as kind of like a throwback. Or Subotic in there as well. He's still wearing his Dortmund shirt there. I think that might be a newly transferred one, not sure. And then Blaszczykowski, of course. You remember him playing for Dortmund back in the day. We've got players on the reserves here as well as Moreno, the guy who now plays for Newcastle. He used to play for Dortmund. We got Moritz Liedtner. I don't know if that's a permanent move to Norwich or not. I think it might be a loan move. We've got this guy right here, if you people remember this guy with the weird, I think he had gingery afro at one point in one of the FIFAs. We've got Adnan Januzaj. I remember he had a loan spell, I think it was at Dortmund. Now playing for Sociedad. And then this guy right here I chucked in there because he's actually got quite a nice informed card considering he plays in the Bundesliga too. And yeah, not too shabby card there for him. He had a spell at Dortmund as well. I'm not too sure if he ever got a game time. But it's the main team we're looking at. Absolutely mental. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that would win the Bundesliga? If they had a little bit of a better defence, I think it definitely would. Because if you think about it, if Lewandowski and Hummels weren't at Bayern, that would make Bayern a weaker team for sure. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a like, it'd be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, don't be afraid to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see any more of these videos. Let me know you want to see me do it on. There is previous episodes on my channel. Be sure to check that out. The Random Hybrid was out yesterday. So much goodness is coming. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time. And bye-bye. Boo!